It's here! My boxes finally came in. I have two, not one, two shopping haul videos to share with you very soon on this channel. One of them being the Beauty and the Beast merchandise lineup from the new Fantasyland at Tokyo Disneyland, and the other one is going to be a more general type of merchandise haul. But anyway, I have the box. It came in full of Beauty and the Beast merchandise. You're excited. I'm excited. Let's not wait any further and let's get right into it. I want to start off by showing you this postcard because this captures the main art concept that is basically across all of the designs in the merchandise that I'm about to show you. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. I can't get enough of it, which is why I really went crazy with the Beauty and the Beast merch, because this design plastered on so many things just makes you want to buy it all. But anyway, you have the main couple here, Belle and Beast, and you have that castle right here in the background. You have everybody here. There's Lumiere, there's like an element to be our guest, Cogsworth, Babette, Fifi, depending on the source, Mrs. Potts, Chip, the Ottoman. Is there a name to the doggy? I don't remember. And then you have two random ovals of Starlight. Who knows? And then in lovely embossed gold foil accents, you have the title of the attraction that in the newly opened up area of the new Fantasyland, Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast. And this is not the only part of the card that is in gold foil accents. The entire border, the flourishing that is surrounding the characters, is also made up of gold foil accents. So it gives a really lovely shine to it when you move about the card. Even Tokyo Disneyland has gold foil accents. It's just a beautiful card, and this is why I love collecting postcards from Tokyo Disney Resort. It's a great way to capture the memories of the given event or the anniversary or a particular attraction that you're a fan of, or a show, even characters sometimes. And if you love a particular concept or theme or art design, a postcard is a great way to remember that by. One day I'll upload a video to show you the collection of postcards that I have collected over the years during my trips to Tokyo Disney. The back side is also just as precious. Ooh! I of course will not be sending this out. This is going to be purely for collection purposes. And at the bottom you have a silhouette design of Belle and Beast looking at each other adoringly, a small border of vines and roses, and that Beast's castle right there. What a beautiful card. It's just gorgeous. This magnet is no ordinary magnet because it's not a flat design. If I show it to you from the side, you can see that there are some layers to it. There's raised levels of different parts of the magnet. So that gives this particular magnet a sort of 3D-like effect to it, which I love. And I like the flourishing of the borders around Belle and Beast. Nice touch on the castle. A rhinestone right on top. And of course we have at the bottom the title of the new attraction, Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast. And I love that the enchanted rose makes up a big portion of the B in beauty. There's just so many things going on in this magnet. It's not basic at all. It's quite extra, but that's one thing I love about it. And the back side has a huge magnet that just covers like 90% of it. Oh, you won't have to fear this falling down on your fridge anytime soon. This pin, let's take a moment to appreciate that lovely backing card. There's like these soft silhouette flourishing that are decorating the background of this pin. It's so pretty, and this really reminds me of the magnet that we just saw earlier. It has that same flourishing border surrounding Belle and Beast, same sort of lettering, except the rose is a little less prominent here, and this has a sort of resin covering on top of it, so it protects the lettering of the attraction ride. Oh, another rhinestone, but this time instead of it being on the top, it's right on top of Belle's dress. So interesting to use a rhinestone in this sort of merchandise lineup. Beast looks great, Belle looks great. It's a great pin. Another type of pin. I just, when I said I love the art design, I really did love the art design. I don't mind having a whole bunch of stuff with it plastered all over. And this one is what they call a can badge because it's made out of aluminum in the same way that cans are made out of aluminum. But in English is of course a button pin, and this is more similar to the design of the postcard. And you have more characters that are able to be fitted here, so that's why you can see much more things here. And the back side is just your very simple plain backing. I will be putting this in a display case that is specially designed for button pins. And I'm on the hunt for a couple more button pins because that display case can hold up to 6. So I'm waiting for a few more before I set it out for display. As you know, I've gotten into journaling lately and I'm basically going crazy over stationery at Tokyo Disney, and I really did have a little freak out when I saw that there's a whole bunch of Beauty and the Beast stationery that is part of the merch lineup, and one of them included a set of masking tapes. I couldn't not have this. This is a staple. This is a must-have. It's a must-buy, and here it is. I love how it was set in like a tower over here, and this is the packaging that it came in. This is the card that holds all 4 masking tapes together, or washi tapes. At the back is this design. You can see that there's a little sheen to it, that one of the masking tapes has gold foil accents. Only one of them does. I bought this for the sole purpose of creating a spread in my journal dedicated to the new attraction of the Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast, and we'll see how that goes. And if you're curious to see what kind of designs that the masking tapes have, it comes with this sort of little preview card that is attached to the back of the package, and it shows you a little bit of what the designs look like. I love that they are all unique, very different from each other, so it gives a very kind of different feel to it for each tape that you use. I love variety in masking tapes. This is a tin container filled with stickers. Yes, you heard right. This is the container containing stickers, a whole bunch of flake stickers, as they say in Japanese, or individual stickers, die-cut stickers. The design of the top lid features that same design that we saw in the postcard, as well as the button pin, and the back design is just as cute. It has a sort of shield emblem or a crest, and we have here the enchanted rose, and then a lion, and then 3 fleur-de-lis. So you don't have to worry about your stickers getting all messed up and stuff, because you can keep it all in this case. Why is it so hard to open this? I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. So according to the packaging, there are 30 pieces or 30 flakes, and there are 15 designs, 2 sets of 15 designs. It's a great size. It's about an inch wide, inch tall, and there's a preview of all the 15 designs that come with the package. This is inserted into the back of the package. I also bought this for the purpose of my journal spread. I can't wait to use this in addition to the masking tapes. With all that stationery, you probably need a book to go with it, and they released very recently. This was not part of the original lineup. This came out at a later date. Small notebook, hardcover, with that same gold foil accent. The back spine of it, the back design has a similar art style to that of the tin of assorted stickers, with that crest in the middle. And the pages of the book are gold. And open it up. This is the cover, the inside cover. It has like a sort of collage-like mosaic type of design to it that's made up of the rose and a chandelier and leaves, spoons, and those napkins that are a nod to Be Our Guest. I keep finding elements of surprise in this design. This small sheet was also attached to the back of the book as part of the packaging. It gives you a preview of all of the pages and the page designs that you can find inside the book. It's very hard to tell because they're very small, which is why I'll be giving a flip through of this book. We go through the cover page and you can see the emblem that is dedicated to the attraction, and then you have a few lines here where you can write your name and the purpose of this journal or notebook. At the top corner or the bottom corner, you will see a character. The lines are not at all harsh. It is made up of a sort of copper, soft brown, not black, not gray. I love that each page features a different character, so that makes every turn something to look forward to. Oh, interesting. So it wasn't just a cover page, it's like a section or a header page. And then the cycle repeats. I've recently started getting into drawstring bags because it's a bag, it's functional, and it still captures the art design of themes and events, etc. And you can't go wrong with bags. I have a currently growing collection of it. I probably need to stop it sooner or later, but with the Beauty and the Beast attraction, I couldn't say no to this, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love the back design. It features all the different characters that you can find on the main concept, and each one is in their own boxed emblem with their character letter. That is not a B, that is an F, so I'm pretty sure that she's going by Fifi as part of this merchandise instead of Babette. There is a P here, an S. Is the dog's name Sultan? I think it's kind of coming back to me now, but I'm still not too confident about that. I hope you can see, but the background is not a plain solid color. It has the same design that we saw earlier in the cover pages or the inner cover design of the journal. The same exact background design. Oh, it's a lovely drawstring bag, and I like the fact that there is a border that has the same kind of art style that you can find in the dishes and the plates of the Be Our Guest segment. Purple drawstring. There's another set of these that you can get 3 in a set, and they're closer to about 3,000 yen. So they're a little bit pricier than your average item. This set of notepads. Let's open it up. Here's a closer look at the preview. Going from left to right, we have Belle, Beast, Mrs. Potts, Lumiere, and Cogsworth. There's an extra layer of protection for these set of notepads. I just took off the first wrapping, and so there seems to be another wrapping here. They took great care in thinking about the packaging for this, because as I remove one notepad, you can see that there is a sort of plastic holder that is encasing each set of notepads, and this keeps them from getting out of place, falling against each other, going on top of each other, mixing it up, being scrambled together. Oh my gosh, this is Tokyo Disney level. Seriously, Tokyo Disney level. Keeps them separated, keeps them lying flat against each other, and this little flap here keeps them closed. It keeps the notepad within its spot, basically. So pulling up the first one, it's a pink notepad. It's featuring Belle, and it is a soft pink. There's like a slight tinge of purple mixed in there, and I thought they would give her yellow because that's usually the color she's associated with, but it's a nice touch. They usually give this to Mrs. Potts, right? I just can't get enough of the gold foil. Yes, give me more gold foil, please. And so anyway, we have a character that is featured here. This entire notepad is dedicated to Belle because she's right there in the front, and it is fashioned to look like a book. I love it. I love it. I love book designs. Oh, and each notepad has the same silhouette design of Belle and the Beast at the back. Let's open it up and take a look at the art. Oh my gosh, they have the same background design as the drawstring bag and the notebook. It's so pretty, so pretty. I love that it's not just Belle, there's other elements to it like books because she is Belle and she does love to read. There's that random dancing flower vase from Be Our Guest. Roses, of course, another element to Be Our Guest. And a very soft silhouette design of the Beast's castle. And all of that design is featured in all the pages of the book. What a great notepad. Next up, we have Beast. His design is sort of similar to Belle. There are roses there. This time there's a magic mirror, the enchanted rose, and some dancing spoons. Now for Mrs. Potts and Chip. It's a lovely purple book. Lumiere is a green book. Oh, there's Fifi. Tokyo Disney loves couples. And finally, Cogsworth. He is a soft beige / yellow. It's a mix of those. Oh, he's paired up with the doggy. Wow, is that a tiered cake? Huh, interesting choice. This mug, which I am 95% going to be using for purely decorative purposes. I'm going to be using it to display on my shelf unless I break one of my tea mugs. This will be a replacement for that then. But wow, so pretty, so Victorian-esque. It reminds me of one of those sets of tea china that you can get during an afternoon tea time. This is the back with all the characters and as well as the name of the attraction right there. And I love the inside design. Has just a few roses that are covering the mouth of the mug. There are small symbols here, pictographs, that will tell you whether or not it's microwave safe or oven safe. So according to the X's, that means you cannot microwave this, put it in the oven, or put it in a dishwasher, because that would the friction or the roughness of those things could essentially ruin the design of the art on the mug. It's not just one of your ordinary curves, it's a very flourishing curve. Fancy. And here's the base. I feel pretty holding this mug. Oh, so pretty. And last but not least, this item is currently sold out in the parks and can no longer be bought. This is a canister, a glass canister where you can store food, tea leaves, whatever have you. And it has the same design that we saw earlier in the mug, but this time with extra elements like those roses, more gold styles or arts or design elements to it. It's beautiful. Oh, here are all the characters. And here we are, the pictographs that tell you that it's microwavable. Interesting, okay, not like the mug. It's not oven safe and it is dishwasher safe. The top is especially nice to look at. The lid also has this flourishing design around it, and the nub of the lid, or the holder where you would take the cap off from, is in the shape of a rose, and it has a sort of 3D like layer to it. It is not just a dome. There are curves and dips around it. Very pretty. It's taped shut and it looks like this in order to keep the lid attached to the canister so that it's not easily separated. And that's the inside. I'm still not too sure what I plan on using this for or what I plan to put inside. We'll see what happens once I do a little bit of arranging in my room. This here is another item that was released at a later date, as in it was released outside of the main release date, and I waited for this to come in before recording my video haul so that all of the Beauty and the Beast merchandise could be put together very nicely and smoothly in one haul video. It is a tin container, and inside has yummy goodies, and we'll get into that very shortly. But first, as always, let's take a look at the gorgeous packaging. And of course, it is fashioned to look like a book. I love that there are some things that look like books, even though they're not really books. It's a really nice spin to it. This is what the back looks like, and there's a huge sticker that covers the back plate. It's just basically your general warning and whatnot. And it does list here what kind of things are inside, and I will go through that when we reveal the goodies from the inside. We'll still continue to take a look at the design of the box. I love that each side of the box has a different design to it. For example, you have emblems here, and each emblem has a different element related to the movie or a symbol of the movie, like books for Belle, the enchanted rose for Beast. And is that a castle? No, that's a chandelier. It looked like a castle from where I was sitting. And here's the other side. Oh, there's that tiered cake again. This has got to be elements to be our guest, of course. And finally, the bottom panel, that enchanted or magic mirror, Beast's castle, and the rose for Beauty and the Beast in general. So this is a container full of chocolate. And of course, before we do that, I got to show you the inside flap because it's just as gorgeous. With the characters here in their letters and their single emblems. The tin container has a hinge that allows you to open up the top lid of this container. All the chocolates come wrapped up in this plastic bag, and there are 3 varieties of chocolate flavors. Let me just try to search for the 3 different packaging because that does associate with a particular flavor most of the time. Yep, we only have 3 different packaging designs. So according to the details at the back, we have 5 milk chocolate pieces, and that is in the Beast packaging. So this one carries the milk chocolate flavor. The Belle packaging carries strawberry chocolate. And finally, the Mrs. Potts packaging carries white chocolate. And there are 5 pieces of chocolate for each flavor. And last but not least, easily the biggest item of my haul that I had to zoom out on camera so that it fits into the shot is this pocket file, or rather a file organizer that has several pockets inside so that you can store your many papers. Sorry if it's kind of difficult to see from the side, but it's the best I can do in order to fit it into the frame. Again, we have that gorgeous, lovely art design of Belle and Beast dancing with all the characters surrounding them. And the side of the pocket or file organizer has this lovely design of the attraction, Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast. And there's some really nice lines and borders surrounding that name. The back design is just as lovely, very similar to the designs of the notebook. And here is where it looks like an organizer. There are 11 pockets, so that means there are 11 sections for you to organize your paperwork. And it is closed and opened through the buttons at the corner of the flap, as so. Oh my gosh, what a nice surprise. I had no idea that the inside also had a design, but that should have been expected of Tokyo Disney. That's how they do their things. And it is all of the characters, once again. So pretty. The dividers are a very dusty gold kind of shade. and there's quite a bit of depth to it, and not to mention width, so you can certainly pack in quite a stack of papers. I have a growing pile of papers, having started journaling. I'm collecting cutouts of magazine pieces, so this is going to prove very helpful in organizing all those things. If you enjoyed looking through that haul and would like to support me, please give this video a like and subscribe. It'll really help me out. Be sure to come back here on my channel for part 2 of my merchandise haul from Tokyo Disney Resort, because yes, there is another box entirely dedicated to stuff from the parks. And if you haven't yet, do check out my souvenir haul video, which also has stuff featuring the new Beauty and the Beast attraction. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I'll see you in the next video.